So I've come to realize something just recently. Apparently a lot of people think I look like a man. This should be something that makes me really uncomfortable, but it doesn't at all. Actually, I really just feel like I should laugh about it. I've always known that I've had a masculine figure. Like, my shoulders are really broad. I have no curves at all. I am a straight line. And then adding to that, I have this really short haircut. But that's not exactly what I was going to talk about in this video. I have a story about this. So a lot of you know that I was out looking for a car just recently, and while we were out, we had driven all the way to Cleveland? I think it was Cleveland. Yeah, it was Cleveland because it was next to the lake, and it was frozen, and you looked out and there was just like nothing. It was crazy, but it was awesome. Anyway, so we were a pretty far ways from home, and we were getting tired and we were getting hungry. I don't think I actually ate anything that day, so I was pretty dang hungry by the end of the night. So we decided to go out to eat at this really cool restaurant that I can't remember the name of. It's Bahama something. And suddenly I just thought Bahama Llama. And I know that's not it. Anyway, everything was fine there. I mean, it was a really cool place. The food was really good. The server was super, super nice. I don't remember her name, but I do remember she was very sweet. Actually, on a side note, don't go an entire day without eating and then go to a new restaurant trying something new. You'll choke on your first bite. I had this really cool pasta called a shrimp lobster linguine. I have never had a linguine in my life, let alone a shrimp and lobster pasta. I was pretty excited about it, although on the first bite, I nearly died. Literally, nearly died. So I don't know if it was because I just hadn't eaten all day so I wasn't thinking straight, or the fact that I wanted to get every flavor possible in one bite. I think it was that one, because I remember I wrapped some noodles on my fork, and then I stabbed a piece of lobster, and then I stabbed a shrimp. So I had every possible flavor on my fork. And I took the bite, and my mouth wasn't quite big enough. So I was just kind of trying to cut some of the noodles with my lips. In the process of doing so, I swallowed the piece of shrimp. Now, I have never experienced nearly choking on food before, so this was terrifying. I was sitting there trying to swallow and swallow, trying to get it to go all the way down, but it was completely stuck. My mom was sitting across the table and she asked me if I was okay, and I simply nodded at her. I wanted to be okay until I sucked in a breath through my nose and it didn't go anywhere. This was the time I started to panic. Eventually I did cough a little bit and it dislodged, and I had my napkin on my mouth so nobody saw anything. I was okay. I'm still alive, as you can tell. Anyway, back to the story. I had finished eating and the food was delicious, but then I remembered we had nearly a 2-hour drive home, so I decided to hit the bathroom real quick. So on my way to the bathrooms, I was looking around, making sure I was going the right way, and when I got to the two doors, you know, the man's and the women's, I looked at them both to make sure I was going to the correct door. Keeping in mind that I was wearing this hoodie. As you can tell, it's really loose fitting, and you don't really see much of my lack of boobs as it is. And I was wearing really loose jeans, kind of like the ones like this. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think these were the jeans I was wearing. Funny. Anyway, as I walked up to the women's restroom's door, I placed my hand on the door, and an old man behind me taps my shoulder, and I look at him, and he goes, "Nope, it's this one," as he was pointing at the man's restroom. The look on his face, he did realize I was a girl when I turned around, so he probably felt like he had really, really offended me. But what are you gonna do? I just kind of went into the bathroom and didn't say anything, but I kind of wish I did. That's actually not the first time I was mistaken for a man. Almost every time we had gone to Starbucks, one of the employees there who took our orders for our drinks would take our orders, she'd pass the cup, and then I'd give her my card. She'd hand it back, she'd go, "Do you want your receipt today?" I'd tell her no, and she goes, "Okay, have a great day, sir." You might think that this was just a simple mistake, but it happened consecutively. I don't know. I don't think of myself as very feminine, but I never thought of myself as really manly either. But that does it for this video. If you guys want to check out my last one, you can go ahead and click right there. And for you mobile users, the links will be in the description below. You can go ahead and click those links now because this video is over. Bye, guys!